Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Julie's Orchids. Today I thought we'd film the last episode on building the grow room. We're about as done as we can get. At this point in time, we've got all of our kit, and we've had the few things that we've needed to have done to the house done. So stick around and we'll go over what we've done. Okay, welcome back. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for your guys and your patience through the move. Here in a bit, towards the end of the video, I'll introduce you to the reason for the move and give a bit of the backstory on why we had to sell the entire orchid collection in Western Australia and move across the country to Melbourne. At any rate, let's get back to building the grow room. So obviously in the last few episodes you saw that we've installed shelves, we've got our lights done, and we've even got our humidity displays to monitor the humidity. One of the things that I had problems with in this particular house is the lack of electrical power points. This room was originally the theater room in the house. And you can see it's a nice sized room. I mean, they had a nice big lounge couch here. And right down there was the absolute only PowerPoints in the whole room. That set of two. That was it. No other PowerPoints in this entire room. So that obviously made lights and things a bit difficult. Fortunately, these intro grow lights that I use, you can daisy chain up to 6 of them in tandem and only use one outlet. So that's great. And same way with the Barina grow lights here, you can daisy chain quite a few of them together. So I do have some extension cords and power boards and whatnot through the system up there. So you have to really worry about your electrics when you're doing a grow room, not just, is there good lighting, is there temperature control, but is there electrical? So one of the things that I had to do and had to save up money for was to pay for an electrician to come out and install another set of PowerPoints. So I have 4 places to plug stuff in the grow room now. Now, that's still not many PowerPoints. So eventually I'm going to have the electrician come back out and we're going to put a set of PowerPoints there, a set of PowerPoints down there. And I'm considering going ahead and putting a PowerPoint in over here by the potting up table. Okay, so we've discussed the need for an electrician and adequate PowerPoints. Good airflow, so we've got a fan going right now. This fan is providing very good airflow for the house, or for the room here. As I get more orchids, I will need to get more fans, and I'm planning on getting a few more fans that will clip on to these things and provide some airflow this way. Again, that will require more power points to be installed in the grow room, and right now what we have is sufficient for the size of the collection. If need be, I could plug another fan in to the bottom of that power strip right there. But for now, this is good. So another thing that we need, now not so much am I going to need to run this in the wintertime here, because in the wintertime here, the bit I've been monitoring, we've been maintaining the 50-55% humidity without a humidifier. Well, now that summer is coming on, the grow room here is down to 48%. So we have gotten a nice big room humidifier right here. It measures the humidity controls here, as well as I have measurement there and over here, so I can see how different parts of the grow room, like this is 49%, that was 48 over there. So when you do that, get several humidity and temperature controls. I'd like to get 2 or 3 more to put on the differing shelves here, but for now, we're up and we're running. Over in this corner of the grow room is a happy new addition to my collection and hobby. So the local Middens shed here has made this potting up table, And I got it for, I believe, $135 AU, but it was made by the men over at the local men's shed, and it's really handy. So right now it's storing pretty well all of my potting and repotting up needs. I've got the pumice bags there, the pumice that's been cleaned in those containers. We've got pots there ready. Shelf up here is all good. My daughter has been using this area to make Christmas ornaments, and we're going to get the small pile of awards that Julie's Orchids has won somehow hung up. Now, the grow room, the shelves here are substantially deeper than the ones we had in our grow room back in Perth. The room here is a good twice as big as the grow room in Perth. So even though it looks like I only have one wall of shelves, this wall is probably 2 meters longer than the longest wall of shelves I had in Perth. So if I do outgrow these shelves, you can see there's quite a good depth. So these are 50 centimeter deep shelves, whereas the ones in Perth were 30. But there's plenty of room to grow here. I'm wanting to get a little shelving unit or something here to put some mounts on in front of that window. It gets a pretty decent window, and I think it'll be a good place to put mounts on. Get a little kiddie pool or something to put the mount stand in to protect the floor. But again, don't have any mounts, so don't need to worry about that. I don't know if you can see the steam coming out of the humidifier, but I think the grow room is as done as the grow room will get until we continue to grow the collection with more orchids. Well, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you like this little series of how to build a grow room, or rather how I'm building a grow room, do subscribe. And as I mentioned earlier, let's go see if we can find the reason for this big move. So I'd like to introduce you to Valerie. She's my new granddaughter, and she's the reason we've made the move. My daughter gave birth on October the 10th, and being in Perth was too far away. So we sold up everything and moved to be closer to this little bundle of joy. And that's the reason for our move. My first granddaughter. Anyway, I thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. A subscribe would be great. We'll let Valerie go to sleep, and we'll go back to the grow room. Okay, we're back in the grow room. You see, there's not much going on with the collection right now. Like, it's new. You know, we've only been in the house here 4 months. So stick around as everything continues to grow. The grow room, the plants, the collection. Again, there's also another new member of the family that just walked past the door. Kleros! See if he'll come in. Nope. Anyway, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. A subscribe would be great. I do thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for your patience as we're getting the move across Australia and rebuilding the collection, kind of starting from scratch over again. And yeah, thank you much for being here. Have a wonderful day.